Okay, so on this one, we are solving for f. Let me rewrite it over here. So h equals 5 over f plus g over 6. All right, step one. What do we do whenever we have fractions? So that's the main issue here, right? We have fractions with an equal sign. And what do we do in those kinds? Step number one, we have to multiply all the terms on both sides by the LCD of 1. And what is the LCD? One of each type of item under a bar, right? No repeats. So we got an F and a 6. Those are the only items under a bar. So what are we going to do there? I'm going to go 6F over 1. 6F over 1 and 6F over 1. And here, let me put in my wall of separation here. All right, so I'm making sense first off. So first step, whenever you've got fractions with an equal sign, we've done a lot of these now, you know what to do right away. I think it's old news for you. Right away, you go, oh, yeah. Whatever is underneath the bars, 6 and F, you got them, that's the LCD, multiply 6F over 1, 6F over 1, 6F over 1, all the terms left and right. And then you probably know step 2 just as well. Step 2 is cancel denoms. And after that, this problem it'll do something different, which I want to show you. So we're going to cancel denoms, okay? So what happens here? So I'll start over here. 6 cancels 6, and we're left with G. It doesn't matter where you start. F cancels F, and we're left with 6 times 5, 30, right? 6 times 5 is left 30. Over here, nothing cancels, so it's just 6FH. I wrote that F kind of funny. We good there, right? So we canceled these denominators, canceled these. All right, so now at this point, it's nice, no more fractions. Okay, now we're trying to solve. What are we trying to solve for? They could have picked any letter, F, G, or H. They happen to say, solve for F, please. Get F alone. Well, if you notice, here's the tricky part that I want to show you about. Here's what it's all about. Here's the price. Here's the part that's worth the price of admission. The F is in 2 places. That's weird and difficult to deal with. When the F is in 2 places, or whatever your letter you're trying to solve for, when F is in 2 places, what do you got to do? First, get them on the same side. Well, how do you do that? You know how to move that. So let's get them both on the left side. Okay, so how do I get them both on the left side? I'm going to subtract GF. And whatever you do to one side, you have no choice but to do same thing to the other. Like that. Boom, boom. So then what do we got? We got 6FH minus GF equals 30. See what we've done? Let me keep circling. But I want to help you just to keep focusing on those F's. There they are. See how I just got the 2 F's? First, get them on the same side. Got them on the, do a better job showing that clearly. First, get them on the same side. Got them on the same side, right? Now what? Second, this is the trick step we haven't had to do yet. We haven't had to do recently. Factor out the F with a parenthesis. So in other words, this is not what we would expect. We take out the F with the parenthesis, leaves 6H minus G equals 30. Here, that was not very neat. Let me try it again. We just put a little more, there we go. Just want a little more space there. So that would be 6H minus G. Do you see that? How if that F went back, it would multiply, and back it would multiply? Now you think, well, why are you doing that? Well, because we want to get it alone. See how that got the F in one spot? And now third, divide by the parentheses. You see it? Now we just divide by the whole 6h minus g. Boom, boom, f's alone. You see how that worked beautifully? It's 30 over 6h minus g. It's not a very nice g. I can't make my g's very well. And we are done. That's the final answer right there. Now, wait a minute. You might say, wait a minute, Sharon. Can't 6 goes into 30? No. That 6h is a subtracted. Remember, you cannot cancel added and subtracted items top and bottom of a bar. So no, we're just done right there. So that was pretty tricky. That was some steps we're not used to. Let me go over that again. What just happened right there? So from the beginning, let's recap from the beginning. In the beginning, we're going to multiply all the terms by the LCD over 1, right? So we had an f and a 6. So 6f. So 6f over 1, 6f over 1, 6f over 1, and then cancel denominators. And so I canceled the f's here, canceled the 6's there, multiplied whatever was left over. And then the real trickery came in right here. I had the f, that letter they're wanting me to solve for, in 2 places. What do you do when it's in 2 places? When f is in 2 places, so this is the most important part of the problem. When f is in 2 places, first, get them on the same side. So I had to subtract that gf because I wanted to get the 2 f's on the same side. See how they were, one was on the left side of the equal sign, one was on the right side originally? Get them on the same side. Now, your problem might already have them on the same side. Great. If it does, then go on to the second step, which is factor out the f with the parenthesis. Why? Because that puts it, we don't want it in 2 places. We want it in only 1 place. That factoring does that, right? It's just reverse distribution. And then divide by the parentheses. Boom, the 6h minus g. And f is alone. There we go.